Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie. Today's video is brought to you by The Pragmatist Guide to Life by Simone and Malcolm Collins. Currently a best-selling book in the agnostic category, this book examines the ways in which pragmatic thought can be applied in order to come to one's own decisions on the biggest questions in life. It teaches you how to determine what it is in life that you value, why you value it, and how to make positive changes in yourself to align with these values. This thought-provoking ebook can be purchased for just 99 cents on Amazon. It's less than the cost of a chocolate bar and far more useful, and far less fattening. So if you're looking to come up with your own answers to life's biggest questions, follow the link in the description to get your own copy of The Pragmatist Guide to Life. To celebrate this new book, we're going to do something a little different today. We'll explore a series of potential purposes for life and see what exactly they might tell us about life and how we live it. Then we'll leave it up to you to create your own answers. Make sure to let us know the answers you create in the comment section down below, and let's start a dialogue on what may well be the most important question ever asked. We may discuss some of the points you make in the comments in future videos, so make sure to listen to the end to hear everything and come to your own informed decisions. Now get ready, it's time to ask the question, what is the purpose of life? This is a question that has been asked countless times over the course of human life, and we have developed many ways to answer it. Christians believe that the meaning of life is to worship God and accomplish His will. Buddhists believe the purpose of life is to end suffering. The cricketers in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy believe the purpose of life is to exterminate all other life in the universe. There are even secular groups that claim that the purpose of life is to maximize the positive for yourself and others while minimizing the negative. But who's to say these groups know what each person should be doing with their life? The best judge of your values, your beliefs, and your goals is, well, you. So let's figure out what it is you value most and how you can bring yourself to focus on this purpose. Perhaps the purpose you choose to follow is to strive to exist as long as possible. You want to remain alive and cognizant so that you can witness as much of life as there is to witness. But then, by avoiding potentially risky activities, would you in fact be limiting your own experiences? There's also the question of how far you would take this purpose. In order to survive, would you put your continued existence over that of another? For example, would you allow another person to die to save your own life? What if it was 2 people? Or 10? What if it was a child or a family member? These are important factors that must be considered when deciding where your priorities lie. Maybe rather than focusing on your own survival, you wish to help the human species to survive. Whether this is directly by saving lives as a police officer, firefighter, nurse, or doctor, or indirectly, inventing helpful machines or synthesizing life-saving drugs, your choice of career would be greatly affected by this purpose. Furthermore, this could involve giving your life to save that of another. Is this something that you are willing to do? Or will this purpose need some caveats? Perhaps you wish to focus on maximizing the happiness of sentient creatures. You want humans as a people to be as happy as possible while limiting suffering as much as possible. If this is the case, do you allow the suffering of less sentient creatures like animals in order to improve conditions for more sentient creatures, namely humans? We can even take this a step further. Imagine aliens came to Earth that were as far ahead of us intellectually and emotionally as we are ahead of ants. If you're willing to harm less sentient creatures in favor of humanity, should you then not be willing to harm humans in favor of the advanced aliens? Or would this purpose possibly be better worded as a protection of sentience while minimizing the negative impact on others of a certain sentience? To take this still further, imagine you could simply snap your fingers and cause all of humanity to suddenly become vegetables in a state of pure happiness. Would you do it? Or do you value personal freedom and progress too much to do this to humanity, even if it would make them far happier than they otherwise would be? Alternatively, it could even be that you do wish to align your goals with those of a certain religion. If this is the case, would you allow this religion to cause you to act against your own beliefs? If your religion tells you that certain people should be shunned and you disagree, do you change your morals to match those of the religion, or do you bend the rules of your religious identity to satisfy your personal morality? If you would choose to bend the rules, would this defeat the purpose of following the religion in the first place? Or are there other benefits gained from religion that outweigh the discomfort caused by this cognitive dissonance? To take things to a more primal level, it could be that your goal is just to procreate and pass on your genes to the next generation. This has historically been the purpose of animal life everywhere, including humans. But nowadays, feelings on the subject have changed. Some choose to avoid children and focus on their own personal development. Others, like antinatalist philosopher David Benatar, hold that the inevitable suffering one will experience in life makes having a child immoral. Incredibly, even the most basic of purposes has its opponents. All this is to say that your purpose should be what's right for you. Only you can decide what aspects of life to prioritize. Only you can decide whether you choose your own life over that of others. Only you can decide if human life is more important than animal or alien life, or if personal liberty comes before true happiness. All of these potential purposes have their merits, and we must all decide which to focus on. And you don't need to have just one, you can pick and choose any combination of goals you wish, and create your own set of ideals by which to live your life. Your life is in your hands. Thank you for watching Life's Biggest Questions. I hope this was interesting, thought-provoking, and maybe even inspired you to think more deeply about your own life. If you found this video useful, please thumbs up, subscribe, and share to social media. Make sure to let us know which aspects of life you would personally prioritize over others in the comment section down below. Merely putting it into words can go a long way to achieving your goals. Thank you again to Simone and Malcolm Collins for sponsoring this video and writing their interesting book. Do pick up The Pragmatist Guide to Life on Amazon. It's just 99 cents and can be hugely beneficial for those searching for a new perspective on life. Perhaps with the help of this book, you'll be able to come to your own conclusions on life's biggest questions. Wait a minute. Does this mean I'll be out of a job? What have I done?